10 News begins right now with breaking news.
Getting right to that breaking news, a former Virginia Tech football player has been arrested and charged with murder.
Yeah, the man killed was found in downtown Blacksburg, and that's where 10 News reporter Shane Dwyer joins us right now. So, Shane, police say that the two men knew each other.
Yeah, Lindsay and John, the Blacksburg Police Department says that the two men were acquaintances. We're actually here on the corner of Roanoke Street and North Main Street right now in downtown Blacksburg. It happened right here on the block. Now, the Blacksburg police arrested this man, 18-year-old Isemimen Itute of Virginia Beach. The university confirms he was a freshman here at Virginia Tech and on the football team, but it appears that he enrolled in January, so he did not play. Now, the victim is 40-year-old Jerry Smith of Blacksburg. The address given by police here on North Main Street is a mixed-use building. The Hokie Mart is on the front. There's a coffee shop on the back and apartments on top. An employee in the Mart says it didn't happen there, so it's unclear if it was in the coffee shop out back or in the apartment above. Now, Itute is due in court tomorrow morning. It's still unclear what led up to this crime or what specifically happened. We do know that the Blacksburg Police Department has said that there is no ongoing threat to the community. Live in Blacksburg, Shane Dwyer, 10 News, working for you.
We're also continuing to follow the search for a man who escaped from custody today. According to the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, authorities were transporting James Wall to the New River Valley Jail when it happened. He was originally arrested for grand larceny. Deputies are looking for the 38-year-old in the Fancy Gap Highway area and the Blue Ridge Parkway. They are investigating how exactly this happened. A 19-year-old is in the hospital after an overnight shooting in Henry County. According to the sheriff's office, Mason Wasowski was found in a car on S&L Court in Collinsville with a gunshot wound to the head. He was airlifted to Roanoke Memorial for life-threatening injuries. Authorities have not arrested anyone.
Getting the job done requires employees, something Roanoke City Police are struggling to find. According to the department, they're operating without a fifth or even a quarter of their workforce. The Assistant Academy Director says public perception of officers, low pay, and grueling work all turning people away. He blames recruitment and retention.
We have to prioritize. High priority calls are going to get handled. Lower priority calls aren't. Or they'll get handled in time, but it's going to be a lot more delay than it would have, say, 5 years ago when we were closer to fully staffed.
City leadership says they are working on a fix by enhancing recruitment efforts and increasing pay. In the long term, they want to hire more officers or even increase the force.
Virginia Military Institute leaders are already taking steps to address accusations of racism and sexism following a scathing report. That includes hiring the school's first chief diversity officer. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder is live on post this evening. So, Annie, the Board of Visitors just wrapped up a meeting. Any new developments from that?
Yeah, Lindsay, well, we were the only media here for that special Board of Visitors meeting. The board just came out and said many of the recommendations made in that report have already been acted on at VMI, but they will continue to review some of the other suggestions.
The superintendent says racism and sexism will not be tolerated at VMI.
We believe that any charges of racist or sexist acts are very, very serious.
Major General Cedric Wynn says he and his team are already working to address the findings in the report released Tuesday. One of the school's plans is hiring its first ever Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Jamaica Love. She will oversee the new diversity programs and initiatives on post.
I think what we are poised to do is to position ourselves where VMI is inclusive for young men and women who want to come here.
Jennifer Carroll Foy has been heavily involved in the school's diversity efforts.
The recent allegations that came out in the report or the results of the investigation have been disturbing.
Foy was one of the Institute's first female cadets and made recommendations the Board of Visitors has been following. She's also currently running for governor of Virginia.
While VMI was rooted in the Confederacy, we will build a VMI that's ready for the 21st century.
Still, VMI leaders agree that the work won't get done overnight, but they know that in the future the school can be a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds.
There's a way that we can move VMI forward where it can continue to be the great school that it is.
Now, Love is set to start her position here on post this July. A special committee will review the remaining recommendations and report back to the Board of Visitors before its next meeting in September. Live in Lexington tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
All right, switching over to your weather, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich joining us now. Jeff, a few showers today, kind of scattered around our region, but tomorrow looks a little dicey.
It does. I think the threat for severe weather is higher tomorrow than what we have seen here over the last couple of days or so. There's going to be a lot of warmth around, there's humidity around, and we're going to have a front pushing through. Right now we have a couple of lighter showers out across that I-77 corridor, Bland County south into Grayson and Carroll counties. Also have some heavier rain out across parts of Charlotte and Halifax County, some lighter showers in and around Lynchburg, north into areas say near Madison Heights. If you're watching us in Amherst, your threat for some lighter showers will increase here pretty soon. Also have a line of some showers and embedded thunderstorms south of the border that's heading to the northeast. So South Boston, you're dry now, but that rain from North Carolina may impact you here over the course of the next hour or so. Satellite radar composite showing more thunderstorms out to the west. What's west comes east. Does look as though we're going to have a stormier day as we head into the day tomorrow. Even tonight, we're going to have some isolated showers lingering with temperatures at 7 in the middle 70s, falling to near 70 by around 10. And what we're tracking, severe weather is indeed possible Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. And then, yes, we are turning hotter by the weekend. How did the 90s sound? Well, some of us may see them here by the end of the weekend. John.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Well, the region's first Ironman is coming to Roanoke this weekend, and race leaders are already setting up shop. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett is live in Roanoke tonight. So what's the community need to know, Lindsay, as all these cyclists and swimmers and runners descend on Roanoke?
John, people should definitely be aware that there are going to be some traffic impacts and that race organizers are following COVID-19 safety protocols. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see that crews have been setting up the Ironman Village here all day long, and they're just about done. They tell me that they feel prepared thanks to 60 staff members and about 1,500 volunteers throughout the race week. The 70.3-mile course will start at Carvin's Cove for a 1.2-mile swim. Then athletes will hop on their bikes for the 56-mile cycling course, which will run through Botetourt, including a grueling
heads and beds and hotels and dining, like you said, but even, grocery stores and rental cars and, the list goes on and on. But, it's good to bring the people here for the first time that aren't local. But then our goal is to bring them back into the community, not only, month after month after the race, but, year after year.
And that village is open to the public starting noon Friday and 9 a.m. Saturday. Grab some lawn chairs and cheer on the athletes, or just come check out the beer and the gear tents here this weekend. The race kicks off at 6:30 a.m. Sunday. And so that's it, the half Ironman coming into Roanoke. Work continues, meanwhile, on our Home for Good project.
Yeah, the volunteers that came from far away to help.
Work on this year's Home for Good is getting an extra boost thanks to a special group of volunteers from New Jersey. Members of the First Presbyterian Church of Metuchen are spending the week volunteering at different Habitat for Humanity sites, including our Home for Good site on 22nd Street Northwest. This is their 10th year bringing a mission group to the Star City.
You should do something within your own bubble and out of your bubble. And so we really value service within your own community and then experiencing something beyond yourself. So I can't think of anything better than going to a different community and experiencing other culture and variety.
The church will bring another mission group to the Star City to volunteer for Habitat next month.
And we have a fun update for you tonight. Remember the story we told you about yesterday? I'm going to fill you in. A Blacksburg rescue diver found and returned a woman's camera after it sat at the bottom of Claytor Lake for nearly a decade. Well, that diver, she is back at it again. A marina worker dropped a $400 pair of prescription glasses, and Lily Potts was there in her scuba gear to retrieve them. And here she is with those glasses. So if you drop something at the bottom of Claytor Lake, call Lily Potts. She's your go-to girl. All right, well, family tradition that will hopefully carry on.
He was plotting his fireworks show in the hospital bed for this year.
The community favorite that needs help to keep the legacy alive.
And you are looking at a live picture from our Virginia Tech Blacksburg sky cam. You'll notice pretty overcast conditions, but you're dry in Blacksburg for now. I'll let you know, though, when you'll need the umbrella and when high temperatures in the New River Valley could get closer to the middle 80s. That's quite warm for this time of year coming up.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Spotty showers, maybe even a stray storm around for us right now. Rain is pretty light into our westernmost counties. It's a little bit heavier into our easternmost counties. The rain to the west is moving east-northeast. The rain to the east is heading more north-northeast. So what's in North Carolina is indeed heading towards the Commonwealth. So right now, Halifax County, say near South Boston, you're dry right now after getting over some rain not too long ago, and there's more headed our way as that rain in northern North Carolina is certainly heading right back into South Boston here within about the next 30 minutes or so. Also dealing with some heavier downpours out across parts of Charlotte County, even a couple of showers just north of the city of Lynchburg into Amherst County. Now, I will tell you that those showers north of Lynchburg are going to move further away from the Hill City here over the next 30 minutes or so. So that means the game should go on without a hitch as the Cats battle the Red Sox. Game 2 of the Battle of 460 here in this series. Temperatures at first pitch in the middle 70s, falling into the upper 60s by around the 8th or 9th inning. So I'm cautiously optimistic that the game is going to be dry. We're going to put about a 20 to 30% chance for a stray shower in there. But again, it looks like that rain that is moving in from North Carolina should miss Lynchburg to the east and to the south. Future trackers showing that we're still going to have some lingering showers around midnight, although the coverage area should be a little bit smaller than what we have outside right now. Maybe a break from the rain tomorrow morning, and then we're really going to start to see the rain get its act together again as we head, say, towards lunchtime tomorrow. Could certainly have some pretty nasty thunderstorms by, say, mid-tomorrow afternoon into the mid-evening hours of tomorrow. So roughly between about 3 and about 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to have the chance for some storms that pack a punch across southwest central and south side Virginia. I would say, though, after midnight tomorrow night, although we may not be completely dry, the threat for stronger storms will diminish. And then as we head into Friday, things will start to settle down. We have the chance for a little severe weather here tomorrow, but really that chance for severe weather extends from Georgia all the way up into the New England states. So, again, areas across southwest central, south side Virginia, you have either in a level 1 or level 2 risk for severe weather, with the main threats likely being damaging wind, also heavy rain, thunder and lightning. There's a low threat right now for flooding, hail, and a tornado, okay? I'm thinking that there could be a storm or two that has some medium to large size hail, but those storms will be few and far between. More storms are going to have heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, and the potential for some localized wind damage. Now, Friday, we're going to dry out. Saturday, I think we're going to be, for the most part, dry as well. Even on Sunday, only a minimal chance for a stray shower or thunder shower, with highs on Sunday between 85 and 90. Temperatures stand right now 77 in Roanoke, 74 in Lynchburg, also in Martinsville, upper 60s in Hillsville and Galax. For tonight, evening rain for a couple of us, otherwise mild and muggy with overnight lows 60 to 67. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms become likely, highs in the 70s to near 80. Your extended forecast showing drier weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By next week, just some pop-up typical hit or miss heating of the day thunder showers as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And look at those highs by Monday and Tuesday, near 90. Appy?
All right, first Roy, now it's Coach K. The ACC in the midst of a major coaching changeover, if you will, and the Cavaliers back in the postseason. Some opening thoughts on this weekend's Regional Baseball Challenge next in sports.
Tonight on 10 News at 7, reducing the risk of suicide in veterans who return home, the mental health resources available to make sure they and their families never feel alone. That and more tonight at 7.
One more year for Coach K. The legendary Duke coach will retire after the coming season, with assistant coach and former Duke player John Shire reportedly already approved to be his successor. Coach K has won 1,170 games in his 46-year career, 41 years with Duke, including 12 Final Four appearances and 5 national titles and 27 combined ACC titles since taking over the program. That was before the 1980 81 season. Moving to baseball, UVA is back in baseball's version of the big dance. Down in Columbia, they open with host South Carolina on Friday. Now, Coach Brian O'Connor says this team's turnaround from 4-12 in the league all the way to conference tournament semifinalists makes them special to him.
Certainly, we feel fortunate, and we're excited about the opportunity, and that opportunity was earned, through everything we've been through this year. And, I'm excited for this group because this is the group that, stood up and played the way they needed to play to get us back there.
Indeed, and that opening game is noon on Friday. Meantime, you remember Brooke Leonard previewed the Patrick Henry Community College team. They are in the National Junior College National Tournament, and they're in the bracket, and they're battling in the semifinals today, trailing 3-1 to Western Oklahoma State in the fifth inning. A lot of baseball still to be played out in Enid, Oklahoma. At Rockbridge County today, a dozen student athletes signed letters of intent to continue academic and athletic careers at the college level. Big signing day in Rockbridge. 6 different Wildcat programs were represented during their ceremony outside the school today. Girls lacrosse had 4 signees along with the football team, while boys lacrosse, girls soccer, volleyball, and baseball each had 1 signee, a testament to the hard work not only from the athletes, but the Rockbridge coaches as well.
Just to see them, their hard work, dedication to Rockbridge County athletics. I know their parents are proud of them. Us as the athletic department is proud of them. Their classmates, friends, proud of them. So it's they've had a successful career, and we're looking forward to them when they move on to college ranks, and wish them the best.
NBA Game 5 of the Wizards-Sixers series tonight. No Joel Embiid. He's out with a slight meniscus tear. They do believe he will be back at some point in the playoffs, but not tonight. Serena needed 3 sets to advance to the 3rd round of the French Open, and Bob Baffert has been banned from Churchill Downs for 2 years after Medina Spirit tested positive in 2 different post-race samples now, so he will not be back, at least for a while.
I'll tell you what, tonight we're going to have some isolated showers around, maybe even a rumble of thunder towards south side, but tomorrow's going to be a more active weather day for us. We're going to have a few showers popping up early in the day, but the worst of the weather tomorrow will be roughly between about 3 and 10 p.m. That's where we're going to have the best chance for perhaps some stronger thunderstorms, and then clouds will slowly decrease on Friday. Hey, today we forecast a high of 80. Actual high was indeed 80. $100 in the pot, $110 so far raised for the National D-Day Memorial. Guys?
All right, nice job, guys. Hey, at home, we want to let you know that we have experienced some technical issues with the story we plan to bring you on the Rustburg fireworks, but we will bring you that full report tonight on 10 News at 11.
And it's worth watching. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 7.